Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new Let's Play. Now welcome to Call of, I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but it's Call of Cthulhu, or Cthulhu I think, Dark Corners of the Earth. But anyway, welcome to my brand new Let's Play. Now I've only played a small margin of this game. I've got a certain point, but it's not an easy game. It's very sinister, very dark. It's made by the same people who made The Evil Within, actually. Very sinister, very dark, very, in a way, a bit. Let's put it bluntly, different, and very sort of twisted in a way. Now I'm going to obviously play a new game, and I don't really want to do badly at this, so I'm going to go on the lowest difficulty. I know it's. Excuse me, I know it's Boy Scout, but I think it's the best one for me. Now, obviously this game is going to be played alongside 8. I am going to do more of that tonight. This is obviously being done on the 21st, I think it is today, Friday night. It won't be up probably till Saturday night, so tomorrow night. This being Friday, I'm talking about from where I am, not from when you'll be watching it. So this will probably be on Saturday. So if you're watching on Saturday, thank you for sticking to watch this brand new Let's Play. And of course, I am Classic Gamer, as many of you know. I've got 11 subscribers now, trying to hit that 12 one. And like I said in my Final Fantasy 8 videos, if we hit 25 subscribers, I will be doing a speed run of Metal Gear Solid. So without further ado, let's start, and I will shut up and let you enjoy the first cutscene. So, enjoy, guys. Was it a dream I could not say? Oh, couldn't read that in time. If you want to go back and pause that, then feel free. Arkham Asylum, 16th of February 1922.
Now, at my end, I can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
Game tips are currently active. If you don't want to see game tips, they can be turned off from the game options. You can press the escape key at any time during gameplay to access the options menu. Okay, so this was this is 6.5 years ago from that point we just saw, and we're playing as a detective in the time of 1922, or around about that time. Probably about 1918, 1915. Yeah, 1915.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got a local scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
Okay, so we're into the shoes of Jack Walters, I think his name is, and we've got a house to investigate. We've got
Standard police vehicle. The boys need my help. I'm staying put.
how
you doing, kid?
Good, sir. Is it true what they say about you?
Depends on what they're saying.
That you've cracked cases where there was no evidence?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Right.
Okay, so I've got a few problems with the options. We're just going to change. What's backwards? X. No, I don't want it to be X. I want it to be S. And then I want action to be crouch is C, that's right. Jump is space, sneak is the lean right, E or F, action, inventory, action. Yeah, I think action can be X. Just swap the control around.
Always questions I'm in no mood for answering.
Jack, Officer Nichols will brief you at the top. Be careful.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
Fuck, that made me jump.
You better hurry, Jack.
So, we're inside the house now, and we can... there's not really much you can look around. But he examines quite a lot, so if we have a look at this...
Fire's still burning. As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited
You have picked up
future.
your first journal item. Select the black book. The black book. Select the book icon interface to study off your journal. It may reveal vital clues. When the book icon is grayed out, there are no more entries to read. So it's just about, you know, exploring and looking for clues. So what's this? If we can actually get in front of it.
The board has been used to illustrate a diagram. It's locked. That symbol's strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look.
So this flaming eye is actually where you save your game. So quite vital to know when exploring, when doing this kind of.
An old grandfather.
Oh, very observant, Jack.
Die, you pathetic bastard!
It's locked. The front door has been barricaded with tables and chairs. It won't open. It
Oh, I
won't
can't go in
budge.
there. Anything down here?
The shelves have collapsed and spilled books all
Oh,
over the
you're so
floor.
observant, Jack.
Poisoning by the looks of it. I can't open it. A diary. This will make interesting reading. He's dead. They're all dead. Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues.
Okay, so it's just
can't
looking
open
around here, just to bit of just explore the town.
He's dead. They're all dead.
Alright, there's
That's
nothing
an old
else in
cell.
here.
Suicide. Or rather, mass suicide. These nuts had some serious issues.
At last!
They seem to recognize me. I don't get it. Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful. His body's covered in tattoos, and they were carved into his flesh with something sharp.
Right, so nothing in here. I've still got this guy in here.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Walt.
He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead
You
poisoning.
picked up an inventory item. Open the interface to
This
view
should
the
help
item and its
downstairs.
description.
He's
Highlight the
dead.
item and click it
Looks
on it to use it with a character as an object or even it by itself.
like a bad case of lead poisoning. Damn, he recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint. I better keep my distance from the window, or I'll end up like this nut job. It's locked.
Inventory, I think it's I, is it? Yeah. And
The key doesn't
oh,
fit.
fair enough. Let's try.
It's unlocked. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them. There must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I gotta think.
Very strange.
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. All these photos and clippings are of me. I just don't get it.
Okay, so if we now go on inventory again, we're now in the library, it seems.
It's unlocked. It appears to be a private study area.
What is... Ah, that's crouch.
The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek. There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room. Shit, that did not sound good.
So, we're trapped down in this cave kind of system.
Well, that's just swell.
Ouch.
He's... Medical charts on the human anatomy. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered. In all my time on the job, I've never seen anything like this before. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment. Good God! What the hell is all this? Looks like his stomach. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. His beating
Yes,
heart.
so very, very sadistic and very, very weird.
Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for. This pipe must drain
Ugh.
the waste from his intestines. Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid. Oh, shit. I'm not touching it again. The crystals the machine must have overloaded. He's dead. There's no power. The machine must have overloaded. He's dead. I've never seen equipment like this before. This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment.
It's quite strange, to be honest.
There's no power. It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs. It looks like something's been removed from it.
Okay, so this is just the prologue, obviously, but it's I can't actually remember what happens on this bit. What the fuck is that?
It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cult. 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the First National grocery store chain. It appears that the First National grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I have been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson, gave him a job as a favour. Okay. Burnham is looking like a prime suspect for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force entry into the store where he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe? The misdirect and any investigation, if that was his plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighbouring communities. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. There are mixed blood, so the stories go. Whatever that's supposed to mean, the usual hick-town prejudice, no doubt. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away very distrustful of local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burham robbed the place and wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. It feels good to have a purpose after 5 months of trying to break through my amnesia. I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in such a long time. So we're going to a town where outsiders are not welcome. Now, this is a bit I remember quite vividly. Actually knowing what to do is quite difficult, so I'm just going to wander around for now, show you sort of like bits and places of where you can go, where you can't go, and you'll get an idea of like the people who don't like you, well, don't trust you in this town. Now this is all giving you tips like pay attention to dialogue people tell you and shit like that, so it's very, very important that you listen to the dialogue.
Driver, how far to the south?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square in Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own. This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Okay, so we're in Innsmouth.